Hey guys, what's going on? It is me, Taffy, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. We are on we're on challenge runs. God, I hope challenge runs don't count against our win streak. We're the tank. Oh no! All right, the seeds don't matter on challenge runs. I think they bred that out. I'll mention that every time we do one, but I will also put the seed in because people fucking will do anything for popcorn. All right, so we start off with Yum Heart and Lard. And it looks like the Stompy Fat Lard one and Infamy, because if you're this big, you hide your face in shame. So let's go ahead and trek our fat ass in here. Get away from the bombs, Maggie the tank. Yay! That's pretty fucking exceptional. Alright, so as Maggie, the one thing that we always want to do is we always want to trade off health with deals with the devil. I'm going to take both of those, but I'm going to take Little Brimstone first, because Little Brimstone at that first... Little Brimstone at that first familiar position is much easier to aim. So, we can actually utilize him now. I have no idea. I don't remember anything about this other than I remember when I did this on my Twitch account, Binding of Isaac profile, that I was just like, oh my god, this is my worst nightmare. Since we're not, clearly not worried about boss rush in this particular instance, what I am going to do is I'm going to be, well, I was going to say I was going to be really thorough from floor to floor, but in this instance, I'm going to go fight the boss and then apparently go to the next floor. If you guys weren't at the stream last night, and judging by the numbers, you weren't, I tease. It's funny because it's true. Fuck it. If you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at? We played BioShock, man, and it was, oh, come on now. Don't be a dick. It was, really fucking cool. BioShock 1 game came out in the mid-2000s. I've never played it. There's a lot of games that I'm kind of virginal about, so we've decided to, implement me playing them in the setting of the Twitch stream on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, especially when it's something as big as this game. When it's a big-ass narrative like this, we'll go ahead and take 2 days. So Tuesdays, Wednesdays, we'll play BioShock for right now, and then I'm gonna hold off on that because I don't want it to count as red heart damage. I want to keep the deals with the devil flowing, man. I have to remind myself that it's okay to take. Demon Baby because he ruined one of our recent lost run. Oh, do I have Stomp? Oh, wait, I have... Oh, I hate me so much. I forgot that I had that. That's fine. I really don't think it's going to make a big difference, but I'm kicking myself a little bit about not going to explore those chests and whatnot in the previous level. Let's try not to give ourselves accidental damage. We will look for money because that's going to give us the opportunity to go to the shop. Yeah, I'm kicking myself a little bit, and yet at the same time, I still feel like we're probably going to do just fine on this one. I mean, if our big piss-off is that we're slow, and we've already got 2 familiars that help keep us safe by offering us ridiculous damage output, then I think we're going to be okay. Let's go ahead, and I want to backtrack. I want to backtrack and open up this, oh god, the speed upgrades would be so welcome. I want to backtrack and open up this chest, this bombable chest back here. I don't know if we have time to get away. Run, fat ass. Run. I love my BB dubs, just not Maggie. Maggie can roast in a hole forever. I'm over that twat. You're just going to get hit. Like, there's just nothing I can do to help you, lady. There's nothing I can do to make you faster. We will backtrack to go to the curse room. I would love, obviously, to pick up, any guppy items or a damage upgrade. Like, anything that sorts out If you're gonna be stuck in a stationary position, you might as well make people regret coming in here to pick a fight with you. Isn't that right, Fats? I'm not gonna do... there is part of me that's kind of glad I missed the first floor. Just because I don't necessarily... Ooh. Yeah, I'll take it. Just because I don't want to be stuck. I know me, man, and I know my anxieties, and I know that I'm gonna go from rock to rock going, there could be a black market. There could be a secret item room down there. I have to crush every rock, and that's A, not entertaining television, and B, something I have to start working against, actively working against, to make the runs interesting for me to play, because if I feel as though I'm dragging ass from floor to floor, if I'm making it not interesting for myself, I can't imagine what you people are fucking thinking, so, shit. Okay, we didn't get hurt. That's actually pretty nice. I'm glad we got the first one, because that was a lackluster-ass floor. Let's go ahead and check out the everything else. I think maybe we can get enough money to go to the shop. I also think that there may be something good inside this curse room, which would make it would justify the existence of this floor. Other than we get at least 1 speed upgrade, so that's relatively worth it to me. We'll come out in a net gain for that room on Spirit Heart. on a spirit heart, I guess. And we won't be able to go to this boss room, so there is a part of me that's a little bit disappointed that we didn't get enough money, the amount of money necessary to go to our shop. I mean, I could go. It's not like I have, you know what, let's peek our head in. It's not as though we have item rooms to go to on these runs, so it ultimately ends up not being completely worth it to come in here, but we've got, oh, bummer. I was rolling the dice. We've had such good pills so far. We have been lucky enough to get 2 speed upgrades in the entirety of this run on 2 floors. That's nifty, man. It looks like it's a short run. I would say if all we have to do is beat Mom's heart to be done with this run, that I feel completely confident in what we have right now to get that accomplished. I can see how if you got shitty items on this run, it would be almost impossible to stay alive, but I think we're gonna be fine. Especially having that super lucky little brimstone demon baby pickup on the first floor. I'd be shocked if we weren't able to make this work. Because we have all the spirit hearts, I am actually going to go ahead and burn one just to come in here so I don't have to backtrack. Because I'm not a fan of walking if I don't have to. That goes for real life as well. You know, walking sucks. Walking's actually pretty good. Like, why would I pick a fight with the people who like to walk? Like an enjoyable and exercise-filled pastime that is actually almost moderately meditative. And I'm going to sit here and, you know, piss in its Cheerios because I spend the majority of my time sitting in a chair playing video games when it's gorgeous outside? That doesn't make any sense. I'm not right because of that. What a dickbag. I don't like me. Unlike, dislike, unsubscribe, death threats, anthrax in the mail. Alright, I want not the speed down. At least we got it, and now we know never to touch it again. I will peek in here in case there's a 7-cent item. Wow, I really don't want any of those things. Alright, that's fine. We'll just cruise on to our boss fight then. I'm hopeful for a deal with the devil, but I'm not counting on it because ultimately we took one on the last floor. Oh my god, I'm gonna complete the shit out of you later. Makes it sound like I'm about to try to have like sex with him. I will straight up fuck Demon Judgment in whatever way he deems necessary to get what I want out of him. We're gonna get back up to full health. We're gonna go ahead and take the box. Not like we have a real option here. This chariot is good. Pill is lemon party, which will be useful if we pick up another one. It's a great. Oh, I don't have a trinket either. Petrified poop. And it looks like we're gonna have ourselves a good old-fashioned Krampus fight right before the barn raising. I'm not really worried about Krampus. Oh my god, Infamy, you came up clutch there. Yeah, we're kind of snowballed out of control. It's nice to pick up the lump of coal. That's actually a pretty solid pickup. I'm hopeful here, man, because we are going to play 100% as much health as this guy will let us play. So I feel really comfortable. Oh, hey, it's a speed up and a shot speed up. I'm down. I am 100% okay with that. I'm not going to step on the mushrooms. That shit makes me nervous. I don't want to piss in the eye of the devil and pretend like everything's going to be all right. We you know, that kind of loose play is what leads to a loss on these challenge runs. And I know that there are going to be challenges that I'm going to have to play more than once. I would like to keep that number to a bare bones minimum if at all possible. I would prefer to not have to play, you know, like obviously I know that Family Man catches a bad rap. Suicide King's going to be a nightmare. Or Suicide, Mr. Suicide, Suicide Cellophane Wrapper, whatever the fuck it's called. Let's go ahead and poke our head in here. I know that there are some of those that I'm just not going to get on the first try, and I know that because on the Twitch account where I have finished all of them, I have scummed some of them up so bad as far as like, oh, well, you have to use Polyphemus, and I'm just like, not if you get Mom's knife, you know, like, I've never finished them in the spirit in which they were intended, and I'm okay with that, because some of those are a tremendous pain in the ass. But as far as like the simple ones, I don't want to dick around in such a way that we make it almost, you know, I don't ever want to have to do these twice if I don't have to, especially if they're the easy ones. Like I feed you guys enough ammunition when it comes to, you know, oh Taffy, you're so stupid, and I'm like, no I'm not, and then I do like, if I were to do this run and fuck up my health and put myself on the ground, I'd have no defense. I'd just be like, oh yeah, you're right, I'm a little bit stupid, just a tiny bit stupid. So what would I want for the rest of this run? I'll take more speed and tier upgrades. You know, I'm not don't feel wrong in saying that we're fine, but there's also part of me that's just like, yeah, you know, let's go ahead and blow this motherfucker up. I don't feel that it's necessary that I go into that arcade and try to get health. In all honesty, I don't know that I'd want to take a whole lot more red heart health. I guess I could try to get into that boss trap room. Caves too. Well, I mean, we'll go ahead and see this through to its natural conclusion. Have we? As I said, we haven't seen the shop on this floor, have we? Let's see what our shop is. We do have petrified poop, so I think we could probably farm up the money necessary to get a 15-cent item. Or just to kill greed, you know, because fuck him forever, that's why. Hey! Alright, wow, that's a butt ton of money, man. I don't know that I'm a completionist at heart, but when it comes to, hey, do you want to go to the arcade and get money that we're not going to be able to spend on anything for the next 20 minutes, or maybe health that you don't need? Nah, I'm doing fine. I live in biggie smalls and mansions and Benzes, giving ends to my friends, and it feels stupendous. So yeah, you know, we'll sit here and kick the shit out of Gertie. This is where, especially right here, this is where having Little Brimstone in that first slot is so nice because we can aim it on the fly. We don't have any wasted shots. I have a tendency a lot of times to fire too early or too late with him. With these two particular familiars side by side, though, we actually have a pretty pronounced amount of damage just flying the fuck out of our face. That is another speed upgrade. Alright, I'm in. Oh, luck down. Well, okay. I'm in. Let's do this. Let's go back. Let's go back. I want to see what's in the boss trap room. Worst case... Oh my god, thank god I blew out that fire with that last tear shot. Worst case scenario... Excuse me. Worst case scenario is it's like a gray chest and we leave it behind and we never think about it again. Best case scenario is we would have come in here and there could have been a couple of demon judgments, and that would have been exceptional. Alright, we clearly don't need the money that's involved here, but there's some red hearts on the floor, and we do enough damage that I'm not sweating whether or not we'll be able to survive the next floor. There, that's really as much damage as I want to do. I'll take the money because it's my money and I earned it, and I want it now. J.G. Wentworth told me I don't have to wait. If you're privy to those commercials, then I am sorry. Yeah, sure, what the hell. Oh, I instantly regret this decision. Oh, Jesus Christ. If I come in here and also taken damage, I'd have been so pissed at myself. Just in general, I would have been very, very upset. I had a run earlier where I was testing whether or not winning or losing a challenge run would affect your streak. And I had Taurus, so now I'm actually in a place where I'm trying to convince myself that I don't have Taurus right now, and that it's not okay for me, after a certain amount of time, a set amount of time, to run into my opponents. That's... In this run, that doesn't mean anything. There's nothing good that can come from that. I knew I was going to take damage, and I just... Motherfucker. Bob's Brain, can you pitch in a little bit? Like, damn. How long do we need to Zelda that motherfucker before we can turn around and fire him into somebody? Whoo, Taffy's hot. Taffy's hot under the collar. I'm mad at myself, mostly. It's just because I knew in my bitter little heart that the fight there in that boss trap room was not going to be worth it, and I still went and spent the time to do it anyway. Ugh, yeah. And we're still way ahead of boss rush. I'm not doing boss rush. If it comes to it, I will finish this run and just be done. I have no real desire to fight boss rush in a level that ends at the moment before you walk into boss rush. So I do like having Stompy. I know it's a part of, what is it, Thunder Thighs? It's not lard. Lard is still just lard, but I think it's Thunder Thighs where you get the same effects of lard and the Stompy effect. That said, I am, kind of going to go out of my way. Hitting rocks when I have the ability to stomp is kind of, for me, like when you're driving and you go out of your way to hit puddles. Oh, it's so good. It's so gratifying to do that. I love that so much. My wife gets pissed, and to her, I'm just like, whatever. Like, walk, I don't care. I do care. She will straight up murder me. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take that. But yeah, man, I love hitting puddles. So I'm in the same boat when it comes to stomping rocks, which is why, like I said, I'm really kind of gratified that I didn't realize that I had this in the first level, because there were actually places where it would have been okay. It would have been beneficial to go stomp rocks, and once I started, I knew I'd have a hard time quitting. It's like heroin or strangulation during masturbation. Once you start, you really... Lay's potato chips, they stole that, mostly from autoerotic asphyxiation. Because once you pop, you can't really stop. We are getting a ton of health up pills. Like, this is insane to me. Let's go ahead and fight our boss. It's Monstro 2. That's fine and dandy like sour candy. So what we're going to do is we're hopefully going to beat this, get some incredible deal with the devil. I know that it doesn't work this way, but I don't want to burn my karma with overpowered item pickups. I want to save that for like the suicide man Polyphemus my reflection run. That's the one where I have no problem whatsoever picking up brimstone or mom's knife and just leaving the spirit of that run in the fucking dust. What do we got? We're gonna get a shot speed upgrade. We're gonna get a different tarot card, which is Wheel of Fortune. Does me no good. This will actually be a deal. I was gonna say this will be a deal, so not a great deal. Dark Bun's fine. It's just like, it's not like we have a prolonged run ahead of us. I will go ahead and utilize this chance to go and look for our shop. It'd be nice if it was right here, wouldn't it? It's not. It just, I said it would be nice. Don't play the semantic game, man. It makes you look like a shallow and petty asshole. I'm looking forward to going back and playing BioShock tonight, man. That game is fun as shit. That's, you know, I know a lot of people aren't interested because that's a game that came out when, you know, like, oh, dude, that game came out when I was like 7. I was like, dude, that game came out when I was 27. Give me a break. I had real grown-up responsibilities at the time. I was getting married. I was trying to make a career path for myself. I'm still doing a lot of those things. I just force myself to make time for video games now. It's just like, if I gotta sacrifice time somewhere, I'll do it with my sons. I'm just like, Daddy, let's come build a treehouse. And I'm like, hey, shut up. The cake is a lie and I'm devastated, and maybe I'll get back to you once I've had time to process that shit. Damn. Me. And Rory's all like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, those aren't even words, asshole. I don't say that to Rory. I don't say that to Rory mostly because I fear him. Like, Grayson's too nice. Grayson would never, I mean, I guess ultimately, like, if you're writing the novel of my murder, then you want to make Grayson the killer because nobody would really suspect it. But Rory's the one. He's like a soccer hooligan. I'm sorry, a football hooligan, in case Gamble's listening. He's like a football hooligan, and he's not going to show compassion. He's not going to worry about whether or not I'm experiencing pain. He's counting on it. That's what drives him, is knowing that he's the alpha and that the rest of us are all just kind of around. And he's not wrong. You can't argue with the kid because he's not wrong. Let's scoot. Once we start talking about patricide, it's time to go to the next level. It's on the list of general recording guidelines that I have on a post-it note on my screen. Yeah, Chariot card's better than Wheel of Fortune. I think this is it. I think this is the final floor. So we just gotta fight Mom and be done. We devastated the fuck out of this run, didn't we? Like, I don't want to say that we did anything exceptional, but we never struggled, and we never really were worried that we were survivable. So at this rate now, yeah, I would be hard pressed to think of a situation where the game could siphon this win out of our pocket. I would have to play like a maniac to lose this one. Oh shit, that's a good way to start. That said, every time a red heart drops at this rate, though, we are going to have Dark Bum there, converting it into clean, reusable, renewable energy, natural gas, and Dark Bum, your friends in the future. Brought to you by the fine folks at Shell Exxon. I don't feel obligated to go look for... Come on, Dark Bum. Smell it. Smell the heart. Whatever. Let's just wrap this up. We are devastating the game at this point. I think we can go ahead and call this one a one run, a victory, a moral defeat at the hand. The game will suffer. It'll really question its place in the universe. RNGesus will weep. We'll lose our streak on the first run back as Maggie. Ironically enough, we'll lose as Maggie, and that'll be the game's way of paying me back. We didn't really see any. Oops, I should have ought to known better than that. We never really saw any damage upgrades in the form of our tiers, other than lump of coal, which isn't bad. But yeah, when our first deal with the devil is Demon Baby and Little Brimstone, and you only have to go as far as Mom's Heart, you would have to I don't want to say be a bad player to lose this, because there's bound to be somebody out there who lost, but let's face it, if you lost this run, you're a fucking bad player. Let's go peek. I'm not doing it. I'd probably take Gemini if I was gonna pick, but none of those are really worth the boss fight. So the boss trap fight. So I'll grab that out of instinct. We'll go ahead and wrap it up. The Ansus. Ansus, I believe, is vision, if I'm not mistaken, which gives us a mapping effect. So yeah, let's take a look. New. Okay, win streak still at 19, which means tomorrow we do Maggie again. Oh, it's gonna be a Meg episode. There's a clicker. Nobody would blame you. Alright guys, in that case, tomorrow we will see you guys for a fresh, steaming pile of Maggie run. And I hope you enjoyed the challenge run, where we'll continue to knock those out, especially once we run out of boss trap rooms to go to for everyone. Once the post-it notes are finished, we will just do these until they are done. So, hope you're feeling challenge runny. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Until then, thank you guys for tuning in. On behalf of the denizens of the cave and myself, my name is Taffy. I will see you tomorrow, and I am out.